Hi, I'm Nikolai from Bunker Samples, and this is Viola-Moto. This is Bunker Samples' first sound pack for Audiomoderns Soundbox, which not only is completely free, it also runs on Windows, Mac, Linux, and the iPad. So this is a library that only does one thing, but it does it really well and it sounds really good while doing it. And as you just heard, that is viola shorts. The viola is often used to add these rhythmically intense driving inner part to the music, and that is what I designed this library to do. But it can certainly also stand on its own. All the samples in this library were recorded with what I call performance-based sampling, which means that each sample was the last note of a real musical phrase, because I wanted to capture that life, the energy where the bow is already in motion, and you don't get that if you just record one note at a time. It's a lot more editing work, but I think the result is worth it. It makes it especially good at repeated notes, which we will get to later. The other thing that makes it stand out is that it features true up and down bow round robins. So a down bow is always followed by an up bow sample, which again makes it sound more realistic and lively. So very crisp and clear. The brass articulation features 4 velocity layers and 5 round robins, and that's designed for slower and more intimate pieces. It's not quite as loud, but it is very beautiful because it has a little bit of vibrato on it. It's really good for chords. I'm not going to go through all the details of Soundbox in this video. There's plenty of tutorials on the website, and the manual is very easy to read and understand. It's really simple to use. You have 4 sounds, and you can see I've loaded up the brust in the first slot. If you want to change the ADSR, you click here on controls. You have ADSR and a few other controls. I recommend keeping it on poly. We also have effects, and as you can see, I have the reverb turned on. I bet you'd like to hear what it sounds like without the reverb. So let's turn that off. And let's do the same for the spiccato. Reverb off. I'm going to stop there because I don't want John Powell's lawyers coming after me. So very crisp and clean, takes really well to reverb. I really like the reverb that's built into Soundbox, especially this one. Too short. These two. Too long. But this one, B. is just right. Soundbox has a great arpeggiator built in, and one of the reasons I went through all the trouble of doing performance-based sampling and true down and up bow round robins was that I wanted it to work well with the arpeggiator, and it does. You'll find the arpeggiator here, and you'll see that you have one for each of the 4 sounds that you can load. So this is a preset that I made as an example. When you click on the sample pack, you'll see the preset here. You double click to load it. So you see we have the spiccato shorts on channel 1, and we have the brust on channel 2. And if you look at the arpeggiator, you'll see this is for the spiccato. I set that to 16ths and this to quarter notes because it's a slow articulation. Together they sound like this. Using the arpeggiator is really simple. You get to it by clicking here. First you have to make sure you turn it on, and if you want to use these you have to turn them on as well. So let's just get a very basic pattern going here, maybe something like that. And let's make the first note really loud. So you have all these to play around with. It's going to play chords. So I hope you can hear why I chose the name Viola-Moto. This is really a library that adds drive and energy to the music, propels it forward, if you will. I'm not going to go into details about how to use Soundbox. There's a tons of tutorials online about that, but I do want to mention the vector because that's a lot of fun. So we have 2 sounds loaded here in this preset. If we turn movement on, you see now we can crossfade between the 2 and we can go all the way. And that's it. It's a really simple library. It only does one thing, but it does it really well and it sounds fantastic. And it's very reasonably priced. So I hope you get to enjoy the library. See you on the next one. Bye bye.